Perkz, Rodrigo, Reapered, and Zeb, G2KC. Papushka ban. We got Javan, we got Vi, we got Camille, ready to die. What will they pick? We find out next. Viban, Michael Javan. Is it Ziggs Camille? Is it Lee Sin for Yike? Will he go? Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? There's the Lee. And then are you picking Camille here? Busio really likes Camille, but I don't know if he feels differently about this weekend. Victor takeaway. Hansama loves it. It seems to be the only AP carry that he plays. Ziggs Camille is usually what you see here. For most teams globally, Ziggs Camille. Does Perkz have a different opinion? We're banning Alistar. Busio Alistar. Shen. What would Lee Sin's role be if he was an Arcane? He could be like the spirit guide of Jace as he's traversing the underworld. Find your center. Ezreal, alright. They're challenging Hansama's champion pool. Will Hansama play Syndra? They're gonna pick match support on 4. Rel is the answer, alright. They're keeping Victor Flex till 5. No idea why they banned Ziggs. G2 Ziggs ban is very strange. Hansama will pick Lucian or some shit. Oh, okay. Is it Yorick Mori? Kasante, alright. I don't know, I have a good feeling about what KC is offering here. Silas. No, Silas mid, guys. Silas mid, relax. It's Silas mid, relax. Victor Volley. I don't know, I have a good feeling about KC. Let's see what they cook up, man. I have a good feeling about KC, bro. And then just the main question is, who's going to win the 3v3 bids? Like, that's all that matters.
Make sure they can hear the game. To see if he can put some damage down onto BB as he walks around and gets a
couple of Canna gave him a love tap. Bro, Kissanta's HP bar looks ridiculous, bro, with helmet.
To try and continue getting this push in, Caliste walks forward with an auto attack.
Okay, Mage is level 1. kyeahoo trades hard. Will we see a level 3 gank mid? Will Lee walk all the way around, guys? Will he walk all the way around and go mid? To dodge the ward on Raptors. Alright, Lee Sin bases for a long sword. Doesn't do shenanigans. Has a little pink ward too. Ooh. Kanna's doing well in lane, 6 years ahead. I believe in his Jace. Oh, Busio. Queuing air. Caliste Criminel will have to flash. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Good trade from Caps. Ooh. G2 unlocking another layer of their demonness. Oh, the level up! Oh!
Not expecting the level up. Oh, good minion blocked.
Ooh, the level up. Caliste movement, crucial. Holy, that's lethal right there on Caliste Criminal. He has no flash. Wow. Crucial dodges, guys. Incredible that we haven't had any action around mid lane yet.
Will just be an exchange.
Okay, I think Caps is very happy with that ult trade. Kao is just channeling the mana pool. I mean, challenging it. No, they were on rogue together. Odoamne replaced Finn. Shout out to Blabber. Honestly, Tian had the worst crab moment out of all, bro. He dove a tier 1 mid for crab. I think nobody tops that. Honestly, last time Blabberoni had the crab addiction. Bro was winning splits. Maybe he was onto something. It's time to get addicted to crab again, bro. Seafood maxing.
If that connects onto Caps. Looking. Oh, there's the charm. Shattering Strike does go wide. Wave will begin to push in, but Busio's here to match it. He's got no TP. So if this wave is not in a good spot for him, there's the all-out. Skewmond's going to come across. There's the flash early. And Skewmond can get him range.
Ooh, bro, Broken is about to solo bolo him, by the way. That was a solo kill.
charm comes out from Kameto.
Ooh, the Eon minion.
Look for the engage with the solar flare, but couldn't really well.
Is draft a conversation between all coaches and mostly Dom? So Dom works the draft because he has the most face-to-face time with the players. But I challenge the draft. I challenge the draft and I attack it. You know? That's my purpose.
Whatever you're buying very fast. 1,000 of your gold onto nice shoes.
Then played onto Caliste. Gravity field coming down. Busio needs one more minion to get to level 6. Caliste does eat the force of will. Hansama trying to step up. Exhaust as well onto that Victor. Labrov flashes through the daybreak. Flash forward from Hansama.
Ooh, the comment doesn't land.
Quite enough with the unleashed power.
Do you do any work for macro? Of course. That's honestly mostly what I've done.
And has also once again
I have a really good read on lane assignments and how to get the most farm onto your carries and how to know how to manage tempo. This is my strength. So I push the solo lanes in terms of the lane assignment, making sure that they, you know which lanes to push, which waves not to push, and how jungle and support connects to that idea, you know. That's what I focus on in scrims. Something I always like to cover is how to leverage fog of war and how to fake pressure and how to not reveal information with your movements.
Yike doesn't have a flash. Skewmond there for the chase as well, and now YaHoo comes in with the spirit rush, but the Cataclysm's enough to do the damage. Magnet Storm down on 2.
Okay. Kyeahoo's gonna get a reset here. Okay, he has 2 charges here, kyeahoo. Can they do something more? I don't think so. There's 5v4 here. 1-for-1, all things considered, is perfectly fine. Like Victor's farming. But Hansama needs a TP bot ASAP. Ari base open top, and key detail is Casey didn't use the window at all where Ari was weak. And now Ari is on the map with TP, and G2 start Drake.
Yike, obviously, usually a jungler is YaHoo trades with BrokenBlade. All out goes YaHoo, counter all out from BrokenBlade, TP behind.
This hunter sucks, bro. What are you doing?
Tries to get the damage down, has to
Hello?
flash away. BrokenBlade flashes, but YaHoo dodged him in the bush.
Whoa!
Gets it! A great solo.
Whoa! kyeahoo W? Oh, he gets the W off!
He's a king.
It's a game winner.
And he's killing Caps in the bot.
Got him as his Q.
Comes across, and Caps will fall.
Wow! kyeahoo Silas.
And I said all my mid laners got solo killed by Gisanto Silas.
Silas on base, insta TP. Canna is pushing both as well. How much gold case you just got? Alright, Silas. Ayla. Beautiful overload from G2. Beautiful. Ari pushes top all the way. They commit 4 into bot. They break the tower on cannon wave. And now Ari goes back into mid. I mean top, sorry.
This is what a 1-3-1 versus a 4-1 setup looks like.
Busio flank angle. This is insane. I don't even know how he got there. Bomba Busio! Holy! Woo! Nice, nice, nice. Beautifully shown by production there, the Busio flank. I didn't even understand how he got there. Busio's timing there was insane. I think it's not Labrov that should check that, guys. It's Javan that should check that. He should pull the Raptors towards the bush.
And now for G2, you're the one. The fact they lost their tower for some mid-pressure of their own. Yike dashes in, past making again, it's another flank from KC. It's Hansama. It's caught in the
Hansama has no flash. He just TP'd on mid. He got abandoned. No flash, Hans. Alright. kyeahoo Silas. Seems to be a thing. That's Nash. Whoa. Yeah, Hansama's TP something is off here. Ooh.
Yike underneath the tower looking for a little bit too greedy.
Oh! I don't know. Did Yike just lose the Nash?
Skewmond willing to let his mid laner survive as Skewmond goes in. That's a king.
Wow.
He's just dead as well.
What a game from kyeahoo, bro.
Yeah, that felt a bit personal from Yike. Yeah, it did. Arcane Storm onto Labrov as Caliste tries to just tick him down. He gets him with the Hex Grey Caps.
Damn.
Tries to find the charm, but Caliste
Damn.
has got on his dancing
Damn.
shoes. A spirit rush
Ooh,
away from
if that E landed.
He survived. Yeah, never mind. Never mind. There are 4 mid laners in this game. Caps, Hansama, Yahoo, and Caliste, and the best two on KC.
Damn, what a line from Medic.
Is absolutely on
Caliste is 1v2 them and he did double solo kill, bro. Caliste gets like 50% damage buff when he's in isolation, bro. Crazy what kind of things he's done alone.
Cheering on your demise.
And G2 are just walking onto the gallows. Skewmond's like, it's fine, I'll take my blue. Casey say, anything blue belongs to us.
Holy.
For G2, it's a
Holy Medic is just spitting bars.
Let's see how much he can escape for. He's the one that G2 will chase.
Yeah, how did you?
No walls for him to dash to. Good safety.
How did you do this?
There's a tower there. He could try and execute, but Caps chases him down with a spear rush. And that will be that. Yike does fall.
Everyone else go home. How did you not get home?
I was so sure it was that Busio's here, but it's locked down. Shadowing strike.
Holy Busio, friend.
Busio, respect. He ran all the way there.
Busio, friend.
Their eyes to it when Yike has respawned. Yahoo just
wants
more. Abscond, abduct your support.
Okay.
Harness enough to keep him alive.
Alright, Casey. Stabilize, end the game.
Yahoo is just
Got it.
on a show.
The soul point.
For every single man here in the
Holy, they're not letting Skewmond take his camps. Bro, based on this game, it looked like there was some research surrounding this team. Like, you will always find Skewmond on his camps. Go fight him. Bro, they're just clicking on him. Clean game from Casey, honestly. Very good game from Casey. Some small blunders in the early game, but who cares? I trust Casey way more with leads than I do MKOI. So I don't expect some kind of freaky throw. If they have flash on Jace and Victor, I think that there's no realistic way for G2 to win a fight. Yeah, this Victor is Thanos, bro. Honestly, Caliste has a clean Victor, bro. Like, compare Caliste Victor to Hansama Victor, it's a joke, bro. Yeah, good itemization from Caliste, I like it a lot. Caliste's flash, held it long, brought the belts out. Caliste wants value out of his flash, he wants to keep fighting, there's no danger on him. kyeahoo has 2 Ari stacks, he's gonna keep going, by the way. kyeahoo is not stopping, by the way. Ari, Silas is not normal. Boom. That's game.
And that's because he was cowardly and ran away. BrokenBlade comes out. You still got a Dragon's Rage to kick him back and kick G2 when they're down. 1-0 KC.
By KC.
I don't know, kyeahoo is just a completely different player. Completely different player ever since the Mad Lions Best of 5. Will we get Orianna Akali trade? Camille with Pop, Orianna pivot. So this Akali, and then Caliste will play Orianna mid. Hansama Ziggs. I think Akali is coming on 3, guys. The thing is, guys, I really like this Kaiser Nautilus lock-in because it's really good into Akali. And Akali is the only answer the enemy has left to pick there in that spot into Orianna. KC are kind of smurfing, bro. Honestly, I'm liking the KC draft, guys. I'm liking the KC draft. I feel like Renekton and Kaiser are so good in this game. Alright, KC win. I'm liking this KC energy, bro.
Does Busio hook? He does. Skewmond and Hansama.
Alright, exhaust on Caliste. They're trying to burn his flash. He's holding it long. That's a heal.
Try and force him away.
NAVI does so much damage level 1, bro. Like, what the hell is that?
Going to put another one down. The oracles from Labrov. Another darking onto Busio. Takes him down to 200 HP. Yahoo looking for the flank position. His commander type squad towards Caps. Chasing in as well. Labrov looks for the
wow. Well done, kyeahoo.
Perfectly timed. And now
well fucking done.
Around the razor beaks.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is League of Legends. This is modern League of Legends. It's a 4v4 for Raptors.
Nice Hansama kill.
KC is suffering from this. Skewmond is going to take over there. 23. He had good understanding of the game, but Skewmond is caught here.
What the fuck?
Trench line going down. Skewmond will get the eviscerate.
Whoa. Whoa, Caliste. One more. Ooh.
Get out. That is absurd.
bad.
Oh, dude.
Caliste has no flash now.
Caliste has no flash. Busio still has the flash. Caliste is going to be leveled.
I don't know. I didn't decide it.
By 3 minutes in the game, Busio forced away.
It's an absolute
It's
disaster,
a massive wave.
Oh, he has TP.
He had okay, well, he still has the TP. Caps might die though.
Whoa.
Flash and the audacity
Whoa.
to find the kill in mid.
Damn, that was fast, bro. What the hell? Jesus. What a mess of a game. Bot lane, Caliste is completely cooked. Caps is completely cooked. BrokenBlade potted up. Or used Biscuit rather. Is it Biscuit? Yike didn't have a good EWC in my opinion. I think he was the weakest KC performer. Someone needs to be right, but I do think that Yike was a liability sometimes. But over this weekend, he had a very good Canna game. Caliste no flash. It's a painful timing gank. Caliste is in big trouble. Gets a call.
Look towards the Raptors. No, he needs to recall. He doesn't have the items in his inventory.
We're not gonna see Kai'Sa in the game for the next 20 minutes, guys, and then she'll show up. She just has to farm and tank ganks and maybe die a couple of more times, but she just needs to keep trying to farm.
Exactly. Just in the background, just punching into each other. It's like, I'll get the vision. BrokenBlade still mounted here. Very low on HP.
Canna does not want to dismount him. You want to keep Kled at this low HP because you don't want him to be unmounted where you don't have spells. Because you don't have zero pressure on him. So here he's dismounted. Canna will maybe flash W on him.
Meanwhile, in the mid lane, flash hook. The Twilight Shroud in time for Caps' BrokenBlade will die.
Oh!
Just in time,
Oh! Oh!
He gets the kill, and now Yike has no flash to get away.
Damn!
Caps was able to survive in the mid lane as well, and Yike will just back away from the play.
BrokenBlade. Bro, that was some form of racism. Jesus Christ. Labrov, you're level 2, son. With a cloth ammo. Alright, Labrov, you're squishier than a piece of cheese. Alright, it's all debate. Labrov, you're a genius. Big shield, W. Alright. Damn, crazy that that was G2 positive. Holy Caps movement. Orianna ultimate. Busio's in trouble. He got no flash, got no heal, got no life. E flash from Labrovador. G2 have converted this early game start. I think Skewmond has played a phenomenal game, honestly. Phenomenal game from Skewmond. He has kept up tempo and he has found really good gank angles. Labrov is just doing his best on impression, bro. Look at him. Skewmond missed second Q here, but yeah, that top play from BB on Kled, bro. That Kled is good enough to outplay T1. Come on now.
It just feels a bit greedy. Maybe they think they can burst him. If the hook lands into Shockwave, maybe that's enough to kill Caps.
Caps kind of aura farmed with the S-press.
For G2 just to come around, get the cleanup. As both of the junglers are around that bot side.
Ook, dat is de Shen.
Yike
steals the dragon.
I was like, Skewmond's just gonna finish it, but
damn. Alright, Yike.
Steals away the Drake. That's
and give them much needed time to come back into this game.
That's the Swedish jungler right there, bro.
I don't think Skewmond saw him come over.
He's gonna represent Sweden. What is that Nations Cup gonna be in November, bro? Deep late game. The value was there's a bug now when you kill wards, you get value. At G2 game state is fantastic. They're not gonna be on time to defend this. There's no TPs. Goodbye, Canna Banana. Busio heal too late.
Spending time top. Labrov has waited. BrokenBlade could charge forward here. He's already used it as they get the exhaust down onto kyeahoo. But there's the shadow dash. Busio with a good hook. Skewmond on his way across. The shockwave will pull them both back as kyeahoo tries to survive, tries to walk out alive, but the bear trap has to be flashed. In the end, kyeahoo will survive. A good hook from Busio. Caps though coming in for a little bit more. The TP
Rip.
drain down.
We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen.
under the tower. One goes to BB.
We're going to game 3. Who are we sending to Brazil? I think for this game, probably Busio. I think for this one, Busio. But BrokenBlade's 1v2 was play of the game. Where will Nations Cup be held? I have no clue. Maybe they're gonna run it back in Paris. Great series so far. What a different level we have from the 2 top teams of EU to everybody else. Yamato, we didn't see the 6 other teams yet. You know, let me tell you, I'm representing SK here, but I'll be very surprised if SK is playing on the level of these 2. I will eat 3 Subway sandwiches in one sitting if KC or G2 get defeated by SK. 3 Subway sandwiches. Put longs. Combination. BrokenBlade is fine, no? Solari. Ooh, maybe they can kill. Maybe they can kill. It would be huge. Alright. The taunt. That's the ult. Oh, it was charged up. Oof. Bro, what am I supposed to do? I have a match at 10. I'm gonna miss the ending of this.
Right now, Pursuit going down onto YaHoo as well. Gonna get the pullback with the shockwave. YaHoo underneath the tower. It's surviving for a long time.
Labrov. Ooh, Labrov even drives to survive. Clean, bro. Labrov has been tremendous. Hey, look how Labrov survives here with the Tokyo Drift. He goes under the tower, tanks it because of Skewmond W on Oriana ult, and then he pops into the car and drives off, bro, on 1 HP.
Absolutely murdering him. He's so strong as a Caliste of the combat.
Look at that chatter from before. He's not buying crit. Some chatter came in and said, Yamato, can you help me make a crit Kled build? I tried using my Nasus crit build and it didn't work well. Bro.
Shockwave onto BB as he's dismounted and he doesn't get back on Skarl in time. Good play from KC.
I'm still here.
But can you blame him? This
Damn. Alright. Desperation. Caps. See how Caps, did you see how Canna stepped back on the Akali ult so Akali would land? The truth is, he needed to wait with ult if he wanted to live. He needed to walk into Renekton and then R him in a deeper range. Vegeta trolling too much? They can throw. Like, if Caliste gets 3 items, he is a menace. Because I do think compositionally KC is a little bit stronger. Very throwable. But the thing is, KC, they bought themselves enough time. Canna is on 1.5 items. They don't need to contest this, you know? They're just letting it go. Why are you so particular about sandwiches? Nah, this tomato thing, you guys don't know anything about food. Ooh, Caliste, this is comeback, by the way. This is comeback. 1 for 1, you take it. Caliste gets a kill. I like the bait, though. I'm worried for G2 because of the strength of Caliste. He's gonna get so strong. Kaiser's TP2, Kaiser's TP2, and is that the Nash's Tooth? He based only for dagger. If KC play for fight, this is perfectly fine. You don't need to stress about Nash anymore. Oh, Yike! I think you take this. I think there's a big win for KC. Big win for KC. Big win. Big win for KC. You get 2 kills and you have temp on the map. You get mid tower off of this. Easily, easily, easily. I have no idea why G2 turned half and turned like. Did you see how 3 people turned and 2 people left? I don't know what that was. I don't know what that was. G2, they aren't locked in.
Against Black Cleaver, Titanic Hydra, Bear trap on the rope doesn't hit. The charge forward, but Canna slices just in time.
Kaiser's here, Kaiser's here, Kaiser's here. I like that Caliste doesn't ult first. He ease and walks. He needs that R to dodge spells. It's tough because Caliste had to. He had to, he had to. He had to. It might sound crazy, but he had to. Like, the thing is, it might look stupid, but QR, honestly, he didn't have to. No, the thing is, I want him to keep flash. I want him to keep flash. I don't want him to flash. Why would we flash? Let's look.
Let's have another look at it.
Let's just look at it.
Okay, so I understand it.
I see it.
Mega Inferno Bomb and Hound's Pursuit kills you there anyway. You do have flash. Perhaps you could have pulled the wolf across the wall.
I don't know. I kind of like keeping flash. Maybe I'm crazy. I like keeping flash. He has a whole team to peel. Bro, that Renekton was 90% purse. Bro, the drum is so infectious, bro. Yo, mate, you need an SK drum, bro. No, 3k goldie doesn't matter at this point in the game. Gold distribution is more important than anything. I think that KC is favored in this spot. Alright. Is this... Ooh, Caliste dodge the E. He dodged the Shuriken toss. Solari. Busio. What did Busio just flash? Caps? Holy. Then what happened in this fight? What happened to Kiki? There's full shented on Shen.
KC pull the trigger and it backfires. KC throw everything onto Labrov's Shen, but
that's Nash.
Just a Shen. The best thing he has is a taunt, and they end up standing there, not being able to kill him in time, and get collapsed on caps.
I don't know about full shending it on the Shen, bro. I feel like this is the spot where G2 has gotten all of their leads. This Shen has baited KC 3 times in this exact spot. I think kyeahoo just died too fast.
And Casey's running away. Canna, you are just left to die. That's a sad.
This Shen is rich, guys. That's why he survived. He's fat as fuck, boy.
Which means G2 will get their second of the game. Blade separated on other sides. Labrov, the target, supreme display of talent doesn't hit him. There's a shockwave killer instant combo.
Ooh.
Beautiful from Caliste and kyeahoo. Oh, that's poetry
okay.
Right there. What a beautiful combo, but now Yike in danger.
Oh, the burn. The burn.
To take the kill, a 1-for-1 exchange on other sides.
Well, it's better for G2. G2 has TP. And Caliste did indeed go for death cap, guys.
They just need to wait. G2 just needs to hold the line, be patient. That dragon is yours if you just wait for it. KC's only chance right now is finding a fight to want to deny the soul.
Oriana's pushed all the way top.
Yeah, not going to be able to for now. 20 seconds on.
Might sound crazy, but I don't think this soul is that big of a deal.
A little bit of an objective for G2 if BrokenBlade goes further forward. The charge from BrokenBlade into it, stand united. Caliste doesn't get pulled back by the bear trap on the rope, but KC have to disengage. He and him still alive as Canna dives onto Skewmond, moving predator for the slow. Busio looking for the hooks as well, but the hounds will help Skewmond from landing.
G2 recognize that they need to just split KC apart, and a lot of their value is worse.
And top and mid.
They win their isolated fights, their isolated skirmishes, and they played on 3 lanes here. They don't have the cleanest way to engage.
One is off. The Shadow Dash only onto Yike. Hounds pursued as well, but the dead charge and supreme display of talent will stun them in their tracks.
Okay, Labrov 1 HP, but Labrov just always lives, bro. He's a legend. It's done. I don't know how Casey stuck around so long. He's got chased.
And it's in a poetic way that
Caliste is no R. kyeahoo. You need a 5k elo shockwave here, bro. Adjusted for inflation.
But a commanding game by G2 so far.
G2 are so boring. They split up so well against Oriana, so he can't get a fat ult. I don't know, the way G2 team fought, they made sure to make this Oriana useless. Respect to them, bro. They played in a way to make a lot of the KC champions useless. They were playing around with them, found really good like flank angles. And I think Labrov baited them like 4 times, bro. In a weird way, I think Labrov is the MVP, bro, the way he baited them. Alright.
And here we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's get down to business. Yeah, Cassius broken now, I agree with Finn. Cassius giga OP. A lot of the answers into Camilla just gone, bro. Is Labrov playing Alistar? Like, keep in mind, all the standard answers into Camilla out. Leona, Rel, Shen, Lucian Milio, I'm not a believer. Camille into Alistar, does he know? Yeah, Camille's support. The reason why she's strong is her true damage. Smart chatter. Tarek is interesting. Tarek's cool. Do you pick Gnar here for Canna? Camille, Caitlyn? I don't know, Kevin. I don't like the lane. I don't like the lane. But I have to say, it's quite good into Lucian and Tarek. I don't know, Gnar on 4 is really strong, no? Wukong. BrokenBlade should go Gnar, no? The other way, you blind pick a NAVI top. Olaf jungle. Skewmond played Olaf jungle the last time. I don't like the Wukong pick, if I'm gonna be honest, guys. So it is. It is a NAVI top. Galio mid and NAVI top. I think that makes sense. Galio solid into Cassiopeia. We needed Ivan pick, guys. It is what it is. No Ivan, no party, bro. Yone top. Cassio mid. It's a very awkward Caitlyn game to play, if I'm gonna be honest, guys. I don't know, I kinda like the cohesion of G2's draft a little bit more. I kinda like the cohesion a little bit more. Whose draft you like, coach? I like G2 slightly. I don't like Camille and Caitlyn together. I think it's going to be a very awkward Caitlyn game to play.
The risk of arranging to melee. We talk about it every time it comes up. Dazzle flash onto Caliste. He has exhaust, but he's exhausted.
I'm not going to lie, guys, but that to me is GG. That to me is GG. What's the purpose of Caitlyn now? If you don't win the lane and you're playing Camille K, what's the purpose? This Caitlyn would be completely homeless. Damn. I don't know, Labrov James just locked the fuck in.
Summer's gonna get healed up a little bit by Labrov. He needs those couple of auto attacks. Good flash from Busio. The dazzle only connects onto the clone and Hans is down. Labrov leaves him.
Very greedy on the push out.
KC strike back. Labrov is here with Skewmond.
Yeah, BrokenBlade respects this. It's going to be huge for G2.
Yeah, Yike comes across. The undertow's going to land. Yike does still have flash and has a blast cone, but with the undertow landing again, Skewmond gets on the right side of the blast cone. He's going to chase him.
It's fun to play Wukong, guys.
Viking wants blood. Yike flashes under the tower. The wall comes
in. BrokenBlade.
He's already used the flash and can't.
He could parry the Camille, you know.
Sends BrokenBlades to the afterlife. The dive.
Caliste flashes. Wow, what a flash. Jesus, that flash looked so risky.
The undertow looking to send you to the underworld, as you say, top TP in from BrokenBlade.
They killed the NAVI, but at what cost? They just decided, you know what, Caliste, you're done, bro. Whoa! Oh! That's crazy. Damn rage. Now that's an emote right though. Yeah, NAVI top lane is very annoying to deal with because you can manipulate the wave state by walling off the minions. But now he has to slow push out, but he built so much bigger of a wave. So much bigger of a wave. He looks like Canna is super far behind, but he has like 15 minutes to catch. The cool thing here about the state of the game for Skewmond is that he has Galio ult always on standby, and he's gonna get Krabby on board. He's gonna set up for Drake. There is a little window here where Olaf is not 6 though. But Wukong just goes topside. He doesn't gamble it. You see, it's very awkward. Like, he can check Drake, but if he checks Drake, he's gonna be behind if he's not on it. So it's a big gamble. He put Wukong in a stranglehold. It's a very nice decision here from Skewmond. Now he's gonna do red and then bot crab and then take his topside. Skewmond just abandoned his topside completely to stay here. Yike takes some camps.
I'm having cucumber sandwiches sort of vegan, you know, as Busio underneath the tower. Flash dazzle, Labrov doesn't connect.
Alright, Busio just buying time. They're not hitting towers, so that's all you can hope for. And also they are wasting all the tempo. This is Hansama's base. Like, it's not the worst. It's actually not the worst. They are wasting tempo here, and Caitlyn can actually crash the wave bot. Might sound freaky, but it's worth. And now just because Caitlyn can push bot, this Camille can open top now. Just straight go top or straight go mid. Look at this. This is the League of Legends that we play. So Caitlyn crashes bot lane now because Lucian had late base and also they used 2 flashes. I think you take that. Yeah, I caught up on XP because he took 2 high level camps on top side from the enemy.
Canna is hitting the Olaf, I think.
Is Yone don't have an actual counter? This is a scaling champ. You can set up ganks on her. The wall has minimum effect. I really like the G2 draft, honestly, the more and more I think about it. I just think this Olaf with Taric ult and Galio, they're gonna run this Casio Caitlyn down, but if they survive somehow, maybe. I think that the backline axis is not super valuable here, because the backline is very hard to kill. And Nivea and Lucian with Taric, I do think, like, even myself, you know, when you see Taric in games like these, you're like, damn, champion is fat, bro.
Needs to be careful. Fate Sealed comes out, does still have the egg. BrokenBlade walking
well, look at that. Look at that, guys.
Needs to be cautious on this. Goes in with another mortal seal.
Honestly, can Canna kill him? Canna just grief. He has full lethal tempo stack. Shouldn't you just basic attack him? I swear he had damage, huh? Am I crazy?
I don't think KC want to go too much deeper. Busio has the hexagon to made him as they look for YaHoo. Labrov and Hansama coming in to join the party. Dazzle flashed away by YaHoo as he slithers his way out, but Busio has no escape. Did have the flash, decided not to utilize it. Caliste looking for caps here. Busio's on his way across. There's the
Alright, look at that trap from Caliste, bro. He just fake based in bot and surprised the Galio with a goddamn exhaust. That's a nice play, bro. He stayed in the bush to gank him with exhaust. I don't know how to deal with that, guys. It's kind of a new problem. This is no egg baby, and he somehow survived with his flash.
BrokenBlade plays it perfectly, and this time going kind of
well, Labrov. Labrov was predicting, bro. He's seeing ghosts, but he didn't need to do that. Skewmond chasing off Wukong and Casio. They have Gali ult. What a weird situation. Skewmond was fighting Wukong, beat him in the 1v1. Damn, Olaf just beats the shit out of Wukong. Olaf was fighting Wukong, and I think Cassiopeia was limping into the situation. Labrov, I don't know, Labrov thought he was fucking Mad Life in season 2, bro. Look at this flash predict, bro. He overcooked.
Skewmond's just going to chase this. Has Ragnarok, uses it early. Petrifying goes to the hero's entrance as well as Yike realizes he can.
Holy Skewmondo.
Of the taunt still catches him.
Skewmondo.
Yike flashes out and will manage to escape. The Winds of War, not enough damage. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Hansama just absolutely decimates Caliste with a good trap. Caliste answers with one back. Busio still looking to see if he can find this engage because Canna's on his way. And
this is 21 minutes? Oh, that's real then.
Skewmond ignite down as well. The taunt out from Caps to try and separate the squad. Labrov here with a dazzle doesn't land. Fate Sealed. Caps almost dies. Dashes.
Okay. Taric, does Taric win these? Nope. Huge. KC keeping up gold-wise. I think the biggest part of this is the fact that Canna has a lead and Yike equalized the jungle state. It's very, very important for the game. I don't know, Galio Taric are defending bot, and Herald is making them win the race here.
Takes a little driving lesson towards that top tower. Labrov caught out, has to flash.
Labrov. All you gotta do is survive. All you gotta do is survive. You really want Mercs? I don't think you need Mercs here from Caps. I think his build is kind of weird. Like, this is one of those games where Abyssal Mask is actually good because of Anivia. And obviously he needs to buy Imperial Mandate. People call this T1 custody battle. I'm just so excited for the team fights. I think kyeahoo is itemizing in a way where he's not going to have a lot of DPS, but he needs to get through the front line. Good stun as well onto Canna. Busio and YaHoo. That's Olaf ult already used. As the tower ultimate down, Cosmic Radiance has been invested just to make sure vision around it. Caps and YaHoo are battling out in the top side. Okay. Canna doesn't have ult yet. 1 second. Holy, the Blast Cone sends this bird to Zimbabwe. They're so split. Look how late Taric and Lucian is. Taric and Lucian coming through. Caps, they kill Yike. You see how Caitlyn tries to join these fights? She cannot participate in skirmishes well because she needs to take these long routes around and can't set up. Holy kyeahoo, like Moses finds a way through. Oh, the exhaust on Caliste. That flash forward was really nice from Hans. Holy, the Taric. Oh, Busio. Just a parting gift before G2 go home. Busio tried to rage bait them like he did earlier. Crazy that this ended up being a good situation for G2. Galio TPs. Canna does so much damage. Look at Canna, bro. He snaps back. Like, look at this circumstance. This turns out to be bad. He actually got one shot by the NAVI. Very hard Wukong game to play.
Initially they should go on NAVI, but then she has eggs, so they change their mind. And here YaHoo, he's just caught.
I don't know, Labrov was the best player of the day. I'm gonna be honest. I think Labrov was by far the best player in the series. Labrov is my MVP with this one. Yeah, the Caitlyn Camille, I never want to see this shit again, by the way. Like, 2 times in Europe we saw Caitlyn Camille. Wallahi, it belongs in the streets. BrokenBlade. What the hell did G2 just do? Lucian Taric taking a free bottom tier 2 and G2 just diving mid lane? Do we dive in mid lane, bro? No, Skewmond almost is like they could have recalled with Nash. Instead, they stayed to do crab, and they might lose the game because of it. Classic. Oh, Busio. Oh. Oh. Gali ultimate. Oh, Labrov with the flash didn't work out so well. Hansamo's actually playing good, guys. Taunt. Run, Hansi, run. Run, Hansi, run. Skewmond, stop talking the camps. Go home. Go home. Hank. Skewmond's going fucking Randuin's homage, which makes perfect sense. Honestly captured by it too. Like, no joke. You should just go Randuin's. Randuin's is a great buy. Fucking double Sunder Sky, double crit champions. It's like the best Randuin's Omen I've ever seen.
Hansamu goes in with the coming. Caliste with a good NAVI caliber net as well. Does eat some of it. Hansamu flashes. Caliste has to flash away. BrokenBlade flashes. Gets in.
Oh.
With a glacial storm.
Ooh.
He brings down Caliste,
who
it seemed like he got out of dodge. Not a huge amount of easy.
That's Nash for G2. Sorry guys for being distracted. Our match is starting any moment and I have thoughts running in my head. Skewmond? Why do G2 always do this? Does Death Stance kill him? No, it's Randuin's Omen. Busio trying to get on to... He left Glascom for Labrov. Why do G2 always do this on Nash? Okay. What G2 need to do some serious cooking to get out of this mess. I feel like every time G2 have battle against KC, like something ugly needs to happen. It happened twice this game already. I don't know, KC somehow have 3 dragons because of G2's blunders. They're getting caught left and right. They're trying to like spread their Nash, but every time they do it, it just doesn't work. 4 items on Caitlyn. This Caitlyn is dangerous. So much she's dangerous. All the problems I mentioned about Caitlyn Camille, no longer super relevant. Because now it's like grouping. She gets the basic attack, she scales. It's just mid-game and early game that should be horrible for her, which it was. Oh, G2, please.
And meanwhile, G2 continues to push in. A great justice punch. He has the Seekers, he doesn't use it. Look at the base, man. Look at the base. Now in tatters, the first Nexus tower.
The end? What? Olaf with Taric ult looks so balanced. Holy! Olaf with Taric ult. Kasi gets out because he hit Q and got the move speed. Proto belt. Yike doesn't have ult because he ulted Galio in the mid lane. Damn. I've heard of backdoor, but I've never heard of front door. Oh, that's the TP from Casio. Let's see the petrifying gaze, kyeahoo. You gotta do it. You gotta find the fatty one. Ooh, the timing on stun of Labrov was perfect. Hansama seems too fed. But Labrov, hey, Canna's doing damage. Caliste. Oh, the airborne in the end. No way. Quadra kill. Caliste criminel. Yeah, the most hellish game. The most hellish game. What is G2's macro with Nashor, bro? Bro, KC are just the Nashor slayers. I don't know, they've never had a clean 5v5. G2's macro is so sporadic and desperate and random. It looks like they're playing with Nocturne ult on and they're trying to find each other. Like a goddamn Among Us mod. Look at the items now of Caliste. He still has flash as well, you know? Caliste is... he's in the endgame. This is soul, by the way, for KC. Somehow they got 3 dragons in a game that G2 had full control bot side the whole game. Oh, boom, headshot! Hans favorite spot. Oh, a Nivea stun! Hans was not entackled. Hans was not entackled. They lose because Hans was not entackled. Holy moly, look at the KC fans going ballistic, bro. Look at that ending. Look at this Anivia combo, by the way. Anivia stuns, and then look, Hansama is not entackled. No, Olaf needed to go walk to him. Olaf needed to give it to him.
He can pump out so much more damage, but in the end it's just Skewmond as the solo damage dealer from G2, and he can't burst through the health bars of KC. It's a full team wipe. No, Caps manages to get out. The damage
Caps has been unbelievably useless this game. Skewmond also got caught. Skewmond got caught, lost all his HP. Just because he didn't die doesn't mean it wasn't a problem. Like, how can KC have 4 Drakes this game? The enemy had no AD for 30 minutes. They had 2 Nashors and didn't progress. Hansama. Look how fed Caitlyn is. Sama's flash at least. Caps is like the most homeless Galio we've ever seen, bro. Canna's been good. Canna's been good on the own too. 20 seconds. KC's just walking it down. But they can... BrokenBlade can snag the wave. He can snag the wave. Wait, 1 cannon? Is that enough? 1 cannon? 1 YamatoCannon. Caps snags it. I am that 1 cannon. Nah. Caps is 1 HP. Has TP back. Oh, they found BrokenBlade. Busio. Oh, Caliste is 1 HP. Hansi. Hansi. Holy flash ult from kyeahoo. That wins the game, I think. He's resurrecting. Kali ult is so late. Olaf's ult has lasted so long. What the fuck? Olaf's ult has lasted for 20 seconds. Oh my lord.
They can run down mid. Yike is gonna chase Caps and let Canna be the one to run down mid to end this game. He's flashing out, tries to get to the Nexus. I think he needs to recall. If you run through this Canna again, you're gonna get
alright, Canna gets an inhib. And then Wukong's gonna get Elder. And then with that Elder, well, Wukong can delay this Elder so his whole team gets it. His whole team's gonna get Elder. Look at that. They wait for Casio. They waited for Casio. W Elders. Caliste last flash. The Elder's too big, no? Canna's half HP. Nah, Caps has had a stinker here on the Galio, guys. He's like Faker Galio game 4 against G2. I think the raw damage output is just too high now. Like, Yon has scaled so much. Everyone, all these death dances and... KC. Wow. I have to say, guys, what a goddamn throw. What a goddamn throw from G2. They had full bot lane control, couldn't stack soul. I have to give a lot of praise to Canna, guys. A lot of praise to Canna. A lot of praise to Canna. He was insanely useful in this Yon top. Insanely useful. Caps had a tremendously bad game. This is one of the worst Caps games ever. And what a feeling that must be for KC, bro. Caliste as well had a horror early game because of the matchup, and they lost the lane level, like at level 2. And then it was tough.